Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm filming a very exciting Tan Girl Tries video on the Nomad Cosmetics new palette. This is the Cartagena Magica palette. This is based on Colombia, and I was just so excited when I saw them do like their little sneak peeks of this palette. So I have been on such a Nomad kick lately, and I very recently did a first impressions on their Orient Express palette, and that's what really got me interested in checking out their newest palette. So I'm going to show you guys how I created this eye look and show you some comparisons with some of my other palettes. But without further blabbering, let's get into it. Okay guys, so if you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Karen Harris. I like to film tan girl friendly makeup videos here on my channel. I do upload every other day, and I hope you will consider subscribing. Okay guys, so this is what the palette looks like on the outside, and I just used this guy for the first time today. Of course, there's this plastic piece, and then here are the shades on the palette. I definitely did a more orange neutral look, but I still think I managed to capture the essence of the palette. My lights are a little bright, so it's a little hard to see, but yeah, that is what the palette looks like. And here is the outer packaging as well, if you haven't seen it. On the back it says it is the Cartagena Magica palette, intense eyeshadows, designed on location in Colombia and made in China. This also has a 12-month shelf life, and it is cruelty-free and vegan. So really excited for that. The outer packaging is really beautiful as well, and they also included a beautiful handwritten note from Felicia and Auntie. I hope I said that right. From Felicia and Auntie, those are the owners. They're a husband and wife owned business, so I love that, because if you guys didn't know, me and my husband work together on a small family business, so I love to support Nomad. So here is my little Nomad pile. I've been on a Nomad kick lately. I originally started off with the Tokyo palette, which I finally swatched. I told my friend Amy, I was like, Amy, you'll be so proud of me. I finally swatched the Tokyo palette because she has this and she loves it. And she's like, Karen, just swatch the bottom row. So I did end up doing that. And I'm trying to build myself up to filming a look with this palette, because pastels, definitely not my comfort zone. So these two palettes are exactly the same format, which I love. How cute are those two going to be next to each other? And let me just show you guys really quick side by side. And they have these beautiful like imprints in them, so I kind of love that about the Nomad palettes. So these two are the same size. The Orient Express is completely different. It has that very bougie velvet front packaging, and then here are their shadows in there. So the blue I'm kind of wishing was in here is in the Orient palette, so I think I can always grab for these two to use together. Then I got the Como palette in my August Tribe beauty box, so I will be doing a video with this palette soon. And then here's the kind of the dud in my collection when it comes to Nomad. This is a Studio 54 palette that they did. The packaging is so cute, so I'm probably going to hold on to this for a bit, because obviously I bought it and I love the packaging. That's kind of my Nomad collection. I just wanted to show you guys that I've really been falling in love with this brand, and I can't wait to see what they come out with next. And I had fun playing with this palette, so let's go ahead and swatch it so you guys can see what the shades look like on my skin tone. So basically, if I go down this way, we have like 3 light shades, then we have 3 shimmers, then we have 3 mid-tone matte shades, and then 3 more shimmers, and then these are kind of the deeper shades. I basically used these shades like in my crease, and I had to reach for another palette just to deepen up my outer corner, but that's really not a big deal for me. So let me go ahead and swatch. I think I'm gonna go this way just to keep those color stories going. And the thing is, like, for me, yellows are tough. Like, yellow shadows never really do what I want them to do. So I don't know, I kind of tried to use a yellow eyeliner in my lower lash line, and I did use the shade square, I can't say that, I'm so sorry, in my inner corner. So this is the shade I have on in my inner corner. It's like a beautiful pastel yellow. So maybe I'll get brave and try to use these, but honestly, I just haven't figured out the secret to a good yellow yet. So that's okay, but I really loved the mattes and the shimmers in my Orient Express palette, which is what really drew me to buying this palette, because I've been kind of slow on grabbing on to the Nomad train, but I feel like now that I'm on it, I'm kind of going to be watching every one of their next upcoming launches. Okay, so here is the next row. This is kind of the orange row, and I definitely reached for quite a few of these shades. For this look, this is the shade on my eyes today. It's a beautiful duochrome. It has like a pinky orange vibe to it, and I use this shade in my crease. This is a beautiful shimmer orange, and then this is the orange that's also in my crease. So there's those shades. Okay, so here is the last row. It's like a mauve row, I guess I should call it. The second row almost feels like they're toppers, which I don't mind at all. I did pack that on with the glitter glue on my lids, so it was totally fine. And then there's the last row. So yeah, very distinct. It's yellow, orange, and pink. So it's definitely like a very sunset, sunrise kind of vibe, which I don't think is the most original concept, but I like the fact that Nomad ties in that travel theme. So it kind of does make it seem a little bit more unique than what it is really. But like I said, I'm really enjoying this brand, so I'm happy that I purchased this, and I will continue to grow my collection with them, I think. And then I just wanted to grab the only other kind of sunset sunrise palette I have in my collection. I used to have the Cute AF palette from ColourPop. I think that would have been another one that would have been a great dupe to this Nomad palette, but I just wanted to show you guys the two palettes next to each other. So in case you have the Natasha Denona, maybe you don't necessarily need the Nomad palette. Of course, if you love eyeshadow palettes, can completely understand that you see the difference and need both. But yeah, just wanted to show you guys the difference, show you guys some swatches. Now I'm gonna go into how I created this look. And oh man, I wanna try the yellow, but I think I'm gonna do like the neutralies. So let's go into the shade Realismo Magico. It's like this mid-tone orange. Okay, next I'm gonna go into the shade called Otro de Magios. I'm really not good at this. The only thing I think this palette is really missing for me is a deepening up shade, like a matte color. It would have been nice if they had added like another deeper color, because I love to make the look a little bit more smoky when I do looks like this. Not smoky, but just to give it like some depth, you know? So I really like how it performed in the crease, but I wish I just had one more shade to deepen stuff out. And I'm going to use a flat brush and go into the shade Ciel Amos, I think. I'm butchering all these names, but I'm just going to use that as a brow bone. To add some depth, I'm going to go into these two shades from the Worldly palette from P. Louise. So I think some of you might find that a little problematic with the Nomad palette. I know they have a lot of other grungy neutral palettes that are more fall. If I had to guess, I don't know this to be fact or true. If I had to guess, I would say this was a summer launch that got pushed back because of the current state of the world, because it definitely screams more like summer than fall to me. But yeah, I just bought in another palette to deepen it up. And then for lid, oh my god, we have so many options. There's a beautiful light yellow shade called, I don't want to butcher it, this yellow. There's this beautiful orange. This neutral color looks gorgeous. I'm going to try De Soldad. Soldad? I think that would be really pretty. So I'm not sure if I'm going to need a glitter glue. Maybe I do. I'm going to try it just with the brush first and see. I think it'll be better with the glue. So I have my assortment of glitter glues here. I'm going to use the e.l.f. one because I've really been enjoying using the e.l.f. glitter glue. It's not overly sticky, but it definitely does the job as well. And it's affordable. Which, who doesn't love that? And then I just like to use a little flat brush, a little affordable one, and I am also running it up into the crease a bit because I have really deep set eyes. So I kind of have to do like a faux crease a little above my real crease just to, so when I'm closed, when my eyes are closed, it doesn't look like I forgot to put makeup on. So we need to act fast. Let's go into Dissolve with a flat brush, and I'm just tapping that on. Ooh, it's a duochrome. It's a beautiful pink to orange. Ooh, I love how chunky this shimmer is. So is this like the most complicated look? No. But I think this palette definitely has its place for somebody that likes to do like that sunset eye look and have like variety, but it's not too complicated. So like really any level of makeup user can enjoy this. I think I want to put on a little bit of this yellow just to see what it does. Just as a topper, kind of almost. So yeah, that's pretty much the look. I'm going to clean up under my eyes and finish up the rest of my foundation and stuff. And then I will be back with the final look for you guys and my first impression thoughts. Okay guys, so here is the final look. I did throw some wing liner on because I feel like that definitely helps tie everything together. My foundation today is the Profusion foundation, this guy. I did do like a first impressions on this. I've really been enjoying this foundation, plus the fact that it's drugstore is amazing. So I did that. And then for my blush, highlighter, and bronzer combo, I did the Ambient Bronzer from Hourglass, the Queen Bee blush from Melt, and then the Sunset Glow California Dreaming highlighter from Give Me Glow. Those are like basically my go-to face products, especially with fall time. And then my lip, I decided to wear Rare Beauty in the shade Brave. I did feature this in my trying Rare Beauty video. So that is kind of the majority of the makeup that is on my face. And yeah, I had a really fun time playing with the new Nomad palette. I also was gonna do my hair, but honestly, ain't nobody got time for that. So that's the scoop on this makeup. Okay guys, so my first impression thoughts on this. Pros, I love the packaging, I love the travel theme, I love everything about that as far as how Nomad kind of curates their palettes and they go on location, get inspiration. They do the whole like sneak peek with clues so you can like guess, and they have a little contest, which I personally think is so awesome, and it's a little bit unique from what other indie brands do, so I love all of that about it. I love the color scheme. Is this the most unique color scheme in the world to me? Absolutely not. I don't want to say neutral, but I think maybe if you aren't quite sure of what to do with, let's say, an all pastel palette or something like this, or maybe even an all green and blue palette like the Lake Como palette, maybe this might be more appealing to you. I'm guessing that's probably why they created a palette like this, because they saw that gap in their collection. The only downfall of this palette, in my opinion, is it just needs one deepening up shadow. I would have loved like a dark brown in here just to help make it a little bit more smoky for me. So I think that would be tough. And I think on a darker skin tone, I don't know how much definition you're gonna see with these different shades. I think that it would have been nice to have a few more darker shades in here, but obviously I'm not the deepest skin tone, so this is just my 2 cents on the palette. I would have also loved if it had included like a blue and a green, but I think that's just me because I think every palette should have blues and greens because that's like what I'm drawn to. As you guys know, this is like my comfort zone, but I'm happy I have this. I think this is going to be a nice addition to the Nomad color story and to my Nomad collection that's growing, and we love that. So yeah, that's kind of it. If I missed anything, let me know your questions down in the comments. Also, if you guys have any questions for the brand, feel free to reach out to Nomad because they are super duper friendly and great customer service. Like I said, I think they do like a handwritten note for every single person that shops on their site. They also send out an email when you place your order. It's very, very sweet. I've heard very good customer service things, even from you guys that watch my channel and purchase from them. So I think they've really, really grown a very loyal customer base. So I love that. Also, my friend Amy has a code, Amy Loves, and you can save some money on your purchase. I will link the palette down in my description box. And if I have any other Nomad videos, I will link it here at the end. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I will see you in my next video soon. Bye!